just as I'm introducing the talk, I met a monk in Hong Kong from Egypt, from Cairo. He thinks he's the only Buddhist in the whole of that country. So I appointed him as the head monk of Egypt. He's the only one.
Patient. I mentioned a word which they gave me at lunch in Hong Kong, and they was mentioning this thing which I keep on trying to say, to increase the idea in especially science of Buddhism, not just being about mindfulness, but also being compassionate as well. And so we have coined another new word, and I mentioned this in the meditation, kindfulness. And sometimes the power of just one word is something which is phenomenal, because it does actually change people's understanding of Buddhism, and also the understanding of meditation and all these therapies which are coming from meditation in our modern world. Now, even many of you who come here, I know, are psychologists. You practice psychology during the week, and you get all the tips on what to do next week by coming here. It's cheap and very effective. And I think many of you know that because I cultivate a positive mind, when I go overseas to different countries, I like to learn one word, at least one word, in their language. And the word I always try and remember is very good. Because I say that so often that even in my meditation retreats, whatever you come up and tell me in your interviews how your meditation is going, I always invariably say, very good. Even if you tell me that you've been sleeping all day, I always say, very good. If you say you've been breaking all the rules, I say, very good. So much so that some of the other monks have volunteered to do the interviews for me, because they don't need to be wise. All they need to do is say, very good. And you can understand just the power of a nice word like that, because how often in your life do you get criticized and put down? This is wrong, you should do it another way. Don't do it that way. You've been misbehaving, you've been wasting your time. Oh, come on, you get that all day. And isn't it nice? You come up and you sort of, tell me what you're doing, and I say, very good. That is kindfulness. You're aware of that being in front of you. And one of the most important things you're aware of is just how people are criticized, how they're put down, how because of the nature of this world, its speech and its actions, it's so hard to get any respect. And I use that word in a very deep way, respect. That a lot of times we always feel we're diminished, we're not good enough, we're not clever enough, we're not beautiful enough. Whatever it is, it's always never good enough. And so just by me saying that term, very good, to people, that is kindness, and I'm aware that that is the ingredient they probably needed more than anything else. Some just affirmation that there's not something terribly wrong with them. And just that amount gives you that confidence, that energy, that sort of ability to let go of the past. You've done something wrong, you're not quite sure what it was, but it must be something bad because I'm suffering right now. And that sort of lack of self-worth and self-esteem, as you know, is one of the great problems of our modern world. It means we can't love ourselves, and we can't love ourselves, we can't love others, we can't have a beautiful life. And so because of that, I keep on saying, very good. And it also means I don't really need to think so much about finding a good answer. Just very good is one of these wonderful things you can say any time at any place. So you can try that. When your wife says, sort of, oh, shall we, go out this evening? Say, yeah, very good. If she says, oh, my mother-in-law's coming this weekend, say, very good. It's amazing just how we'll have such a happy life with to say very good. And you don't have to listen and argue. How much time do you spend arguing in relationships? So remember, just say that word very good. Anyway, to go back to why I said this, was that I learned very good in Indonesia, and is bagus, in bagus sekali, in Sri Lanka, and in Sinhala it's bahoma hondai. And the word in Cantonese for very good? This is my favourite word, ho ho ho. It's true. Ho 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 means very good in Cantonese. And so from that, I got the great insight. Ask any of the people here, from China. They'll say that's absolutely true. Ho 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 is Cantonese for very good. So now I really understand. Santa Claus is Chinese. He doesn't come from the North Pole. He comes from the Far East. Ho, ho, ho. Very good.